Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Good. Today I will start the third unit. Before to start the third unit, I will give some introduction. The one part of the third unit is testing and debugging. And even we have a oops concept we need to understand in this unit. But first part is testing and debugging. You know something about testing and debugging in generally or in other languages. Here we have to concentrate on the Python language. Hello, am I audible? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. See here, do you think that if application or function or program, if we written according to the requirement, definition, or the program at one time, is it possible to write correct program? I mean to say that obviously we may do some mistakes. So before exactly what is the testing and debugging, I will explain the some program errors. See on the screen in PPT, we have three types of errors. What are those? Anybody? Respond me. We have a compiler errors. So that is syntax errors, runtime errors, logic errors. Anybody tell me what is compiler error or syntax errors? Hello? Hello? Any idea about syntax errors? Hello?
Error in the time of compilation.
Come again? Hello? 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 So am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see here, syntax errors means, say for example, we have some rules and regulation to develop or to write any program using the language. If we have do mistake in some or wrongs in rules and regulations while writing the syntax, those are called syntax errors. For example, the if we are writing the any if statement, for loop statement, or other in other languages, here in Python indentation, we have to maintain the indentation and signature of the function. If it is not correct, that is a syntactical errors. Then anybody, what is the runtime errors? Runtime errors means array index out of bounds. See, while running the programs, the errors occurs. So for example, as I told, array index out of bounds, or if you are trying to access the file which is not present. And third one is the logical errors. What is logical errors? See, say for example, we want to write a Python program to add two numbers. Here you have to add the two numbers. Logic must be one variable which is storing the addition of two variable values. So instead of writing the a plus b, if you written a minus b, so it is a subtraction. But the program, our requirement is we have to add the two numbers. But logically we written a minus b. It executes, but it gives the wrong answer. So that is called logical errors. I hope you understood these three types of errors. Hello. 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 Hello.
Sir, audible.
Okay, fine. See here again, the next slide is saying that what exactly syntax error. Error in usage of Java detected by the compiler. These syntax error detected by compiler only. So program with compilation errors we run. Sometimes we can run. See, sometimes it gives the warning also. Syntax warnings. Warning message generated by the compiler. The program can be run. If it gives the warning, even though it is giving warning, we can run the program. That is the meaning. So what are some common errors here is saying here? Example of syntax errors. Forgetting a semicolons in C languages at the end of the statements, we need to end with the semicolon. If you forgetting doing that one, and it gives the errors, leaving out a closing bracket. Sometimes what happens in other languages, and don't think that in Python, just think in other languages. We are writing the functions with starting the opening brackets. If we are not closing that one, it gives the errors. That is called a compiler error, syntax errors. Redeclaring a variables. See, so many errors. These are the compilers, syntax errors. Syntax errors detected by compiler. So that is why they are saying compiler errors. See, here hints to help fix compile how to fix this one. See, obviously we must be perfect in the syntax. So when you fix one, others may go away. See, sometimes what happens, we are thinking the only one errors. If we want to fix that one, solve that one, we may get the so many errors because by doing one mistake, say for examples, we are using the variable 4 5 times and we are not declaring that variable, then it gives the 4 errors. If we fix that one, it will become 0. That is also happens. So this is the one more. Here it is giving the some hints how to do. Then the second one is runtime error. Generally, I explained. These are the some. Specifically, he is explained. Program runs but gets an exception error message. Here it gives the exception. Program maybe sometimes what happens run in while running the programs, it may be terminated because of the error may be very complex and it is gives the problem to terminate the program. See here, we may say that runtime errors can be caused by program bugs, means that see bad or unexpected inputs. Say for we need to give the some examples. Enter two integer numbers. Instead of providing the integer number, if we provide the strings or characters, so that time obviously it gives the errors. Hardware or software problems in the computer system, that is also called as a runtime errors. See, integer numbers means it may be 0, -2, 4, 5. It is a program is asking these type of inputs, but we are providing the characters or some other special characters. So that time it gives the runtime errors. So here are some common runtime errors. Is explaining null reference, null pointer except means no object is referenced by the reference variable that it has the value null. Sometimes happens in the Java program. Array index out of bounds. See, that is it trying to access the variable or a value from the array which is out of range. That time it gives so or trying to access the elements from the array which is empty. So that time it gives the errors. See here some he given some examples. Don't worry, it is some introduction I am giving. You know this one. Before explaining this testing and debugging, I am giving some examples. Then it helps to understand why the testing and debugging needs. That is why I am giving this some introduction part. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it clear my explanation? Means I mean to say that any disturbance? No, no.
No, sir.
Good. Fine. So that is why you don't worry. You don't think that sir is explaining this very quickly. Means that I'm reminding these things to explain the specific concept of the Python. So these are some errors he is giving. See, as I told about logical errors, program runs but results are not correct. As I given a simple examples. So that is program is that we have to write addition program, but we return the logic subtraction or multiplication, any other. So that is obviously it runs, but it gives the wrong answer. So logical errors can be caused by incorrect algorithms. Means incorrect algorithms while before writing the programs, we need to write the algorithm. That is it. Start. We need to start and what are the inputs? What are the problems? What are the logic? What is the output? While doing that logic, we may have the problem. So very common errors here. Here in hello. Very common logic errors are using a double equal instead of equals method. See, sometimes we are confusing with the single equals method and double your assignment operators. So here double equal sometimes we need to use to compare the values, but sometimes we need to use the equals methods. So in this confusions, it gives the logical errors. And also sometimes while writing the loops, due to some mistakes in logic, we may get the infinite loops. Misunderstanding of operator precedence means where to use what, which type of, that is also logical errors, starting or ending at the wrong index of an array. So while writing the starting and ending the array according to the requirements, that is also logical errors. If index is invalid, you would get an exception. This is also some logical errors. Misplaced parenthesis. So this is also logical error. Okay, see, these are the some explanation about the logical errors. Here we have the testing and debugging concept. So I will close this PPT. I will explain the Python related. This is also okay. Any idea what is the testing and debugging? Anybody reply me? Try to give the what is testing, what is debugging. Fine.
Debugging means
Hmm.
finding
Debugging means what? Hello.
finding the errors.
Uh, Testing means you are telling in reverse. Bug means error, debugging means to fix that error.
Debugging means finding the errors.
Huh? Come again? You don't worry. It may be wrong.
Sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Come again.
Debugging means finding or detecting the errors.
Debugging. And testing?
Sir. Don't know, sir.
Test means it finds the errors. Debugging means fix the errors. It's simple way. You are telling in reverse way. Bug means errors. Debug means to fix that one, to correct that one. That is a debug. Understood? Testing means to find the. It's a main purpose of testing means whether our program is running according to our requirement or not. We have to test that one. So mainly we need to see. I will explain you. Don't worry. See, before that, directly I will explain the what is the testing in Python. Wait. See, you may get the questions, what is testing, what is debugging in Python? See here, 2 marks questions is very important. See, a testing means it is a process of running a program to try and ascertain. Ascertain means determine whether or not it works as intended. Intended means planned. See, simple definition of testing means, just take an example of program. We have to test the or run execute the program whether it gives the correct output or not. That is called as testing. If I take an example of application, we have to execute the application whether it is working according to the requirement or not. So that is called as a testing. Here in Python, don't be confused. You have a testing definition in other languages, but generally everything is same. But see here, according to the Python, it is the process of running a program to try and ascertain means determine whether or not it works as intended. ಸಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಹಂಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಕತ್ತೈತಿಲ್ಲೋ, ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಕತ್ತೈತಿಲ್ಲೋ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದನ್ನು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್? ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ Hello.
Yes.
Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, next is what is debugging? Debugging means it is the process of trying to fix a program that you already know does not work as intended. See, debugging means, before that I will explain what is the bug. Bug means errors. In technical word, bug means errors. If you get any error while testing the application, we have to fix that one. That is called debugging. ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೇ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಗ ಎರರ್ ಬಂತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಬಗ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಆ ಬಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಬಗ್ಗಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ಎಂಟರ್ while creating your email ID, there is a @ special, see your name and so, then after that @ of gmail.com. Here the common is @ gmail.com is common. So while you providing the or creating the email ID, if you are not written a correct @ of gmail.com, then it gives the error. So we need to fix that in application. Let it be, see, in a simple program, write a Python program to add a 2 integer number, or find a factorial of a number. See here, what is the input here? Any idea? Hello? What is the input? Write a program to find the factorial of a number. What is the input? Input means it should be integer number. It should be integer number. While providing the numbers, if you provide the characters, then your program should say that it should not terminate and it should not give the error. It should say that you entered wrong input, enter correct input. So if your program it gives that output, then it is saying that we are fixed the errors. So otherwise, if it is not doing that, it gives the wrong answer. Understood? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Keeping in mind that it is the definition of Python language, because you may get the questions, define, testing and debugging. So you may get confusion by comparing the other languages also. Generally, the meaning is same, but you need to use these words while writing the definition of testing and debugging. Again, I am saying testing, it is the process of running a program to try and ascertain whether or not it works as intended. See, one more important is tester have to test in all possible way to find whether the application or program is correct or not before implementing at the side of clients, means in a business. So testing and debugging are not process that you should begin to think about after a program has been built. See, these testing and debugging, see here in real, really in software industry, they will not test and debug after written all the code and application. Keep in this mind. See, if you if you written a application, you taken the 6 month. Then after that, if you are trying to test that one, if it is gives the errors, then it is very hard to debug or eradicate that one, because we written so many codes, then it is very difficult. That is the meaning. Testing and debugging is going simultaneously. Good program design their programs in ways that make them easier to test and debug. Obviously, the key to doing this is breaking the program up into separate components. See here, if it is a big application, if it is a big program, simple example is the banking programs. In a banking program, so many functions we have in simple if you take on the simple language and simple procedure, we need to create the account of the account holder name. We need to create that one. Then how to deposit the money, for that we need to define one more function. How to withdraw, we need to define one more functions. These are some. So all these withdraw and to create the account and deposit and so many functions, all are in banking concepts, but we written separately, because see here in deposit function, we are checking the only deposition concept. So anything is wrong, it should not affect to the other functions which is already perfect. Or if you want to insert any new features, you go to you have to modify. So that is why testing and debugging is happening along with the uh, application development, and we have to uh, what we can say break the complex or big program into small functions, and that obviously helps to test and debug easily. Hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I'm happy all you are listening carefully. So I am thinking I am not getting any disturbance. Um, so before implementing, before testing and debugging independently of other components, as I told that if I want to test the withdraw function of banking application doesn't affect in the deposit function. So that is what independently of other components in the same applications. So here, the first step in getting a program to work is getting the language system to agree to run it. That is eliminating system syntax errors and static semantics errors that can be detected without running the program. See, is okay. This moral of this error paragraph is that we must be perfect in language while developing. So, if we are perfect, then it is very less possibility do the syntax errors. So that is what he is giving. Then the Testing purpose is to show that bugs exist. See, the meaning is that we need to test the application or program, that the tester is always thinking that we need to find the bugs, means errors. So that is the specialty. If any error finds by the tester, then we can say that he is a good tester. So it means that he has to check in all possible way to find the errors before before going to execute at the client side, not to show that the program is bug free. See, if he say that the program is doesn't have any errors, then the sometimes we may possible that to get the errors from the client side. So the tester, if I say good tester, he has to find the errors from the application. Or okay, see here one example he given. Assume x and y are integers. Return true if x is less than y and false otherwise. See here, here is a one example programs. See, let it be about the function. You tell me the anybody idea? See, assume x and y are integers. Returns true if x is less than y. Here, three things we need to analyze. The both we need to take the integer values. The program must take the integer values. So, and the logic is that x is less than y, then it gives a true and false otherwise. In all other cases, it has to false otherwise. See, what are the two values we need to take? What are the possible values? Anybody, any idea? X and y. See, what are the possible values? Integer values. See, how many integer possible values are? Any idea? Anybody? Respond me. Two integer value. Tell me the two integer value pair of values. Before that, you have to know the what is the integer, what are the integer values. See, integer values are negative, positive, 0. All these are called as a integer values. Now tell me the what are the two pairs. See, possible pairs. Any idea? How many possible values? Two possible values. Hello? Okay, I will explain what are the possible values. 3, 4. Both are positive. Okay, these are the integer values. X is positive, Y is positive. 3, 4. These are the two integers. So 3 is X and 4 is Y. Oh, obviously, 3 is less than 4. Condition is true. That is fine. Okay, again, what are the one more pair of values? Integer values. That may be, it gives the false. Hello? Okay, fine. X is positive, Y is negative. X is 4, Y is -2. This is also integer values. This is also one more pair of values. See, first pair is both X and Y are positive. Second one is X is positive, Y is negative. Anyhow, the 3 is less than -2, it gives false values because it is condition is false. Are you understanding this one? Hello? Possible pair of values. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here. Positive, positive, X positive, Y positive. And X positive, Y negative. In some other integer values, X negative, Y positive. Say for example, is X is -7, Y is 8. So negative, positive, 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 negative, negative, positive. This is also possible, no? Because these are the integer values. See, tester has to test all these pair of values. In all these, see, testing tester has to test with sometimes we may say that by taking the billions of inputs, means so many inputs he has to take according to the requirements. See even the 0 0 0 x 0 y 0, these are all 0 0 also integers. X 0 then y 0, that is also possible. See then the how many possible values are, now tell me the integer possible values. I hope you you are getting the things how to test the program by providing the two integer values. First thing is you have to know what is the integer value. Integer value means it may be negative, it may be positive or zero. This is called integer values. So now tell me the positive positive, positive negative, negative positive, zero positive, then the positive zero. See like that, how many possible the values we need to test? Any idea? Fine, fine. The one more definition, you don't worry. See here, what is a test suite? Test suite means that I am telling you the key to testing a is finding a collection of inputs. See here, I am right now I am telling you the inputs, collection of inputs. How many possible inputs to test the program? That is called as a test suite. You may get the question: define test suite, define testing, define debugging. So this is one more. See here, I have options. See here, see we have the possible options. I will give you here: x positive, y positive, x positive, y positive, negative, x equal to 0, y equal to 0, x equal to negative, y is equal to negative, x negative, y positive, x equal to 0, y is not equal to 0, x is not equal to 0, then y equal to 0. These are some possible inputs to test the program. See then the how many pairs we have? How many pairs we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of inputs. See, we have a tester has to check all these pairs with the program because the our application or our program is what? See here, he is saying that assume x and y are integers. Obviously, those all 7 pairs are the integers. Return true if x is less than y and false otherwise. It's depends on the logic. Then if your program is not taking these pair of values, then that is the tester gives the errors. See, your program is not taking the these possible inputs according to the definition. Understood what is testing? Hello? This simple program. See, even the testing means this sometimes we may say that validation also. See, your names must be the characters. Hello? Fine. These are some